Okay, good morning. I know it's loud. My heater and my fridge are both going off right now. So we're gonna start with the cake. I have to, I don't know if I'm really gonna level off the top. I might. And then I'm gonna place them side by side like that. And get started on the Hot Wheels track. Okay, so as you can see, I've gotten one out. I just went around the edges of the tin with a knife and then just flipped it over onto my arm and then flipped it back. And it's here to, I think I will level off. It'll look better that way. Okay, it's still kind of noisy because the stupid fridge is still going off, but gonna work with it anyway. Okay, so I've got both cakes on here, and now I'm going to level them off with this nice big long knife, and then we'll get started on the decorating and whatnot. I've done one half, but just in case you want to see how to do it, I'm just going to show you. You have to make sure you have a knife that goes all the way across. This. Et voila. Flat. Next. Okay, for this cake I've decided I'm gonna put like a water hazard or a lake in the middle. So I'm gonna cut that out and put Jello, which I have here, in the middle. And then what I cut out, I'm kinda gonna try to make a ramp out of so that cars have to jump. We'll see how this turns out. Okay, I figured you might want to see me doing this, so I'm typing. So what I've done is kind of sliced out where I wanted the lake to be, and now I'm just gonna make some room on my cutting board to put this piece, because obviously we're gonna use this, we're gonna eat all the cake. So then just make sure you get your piece out like so, spin it around so you can see it, and I'll just put it on my cutting board over there, and then I'm just gonna clean up the center a bit, and then we'll start putting the Jello. Okay, my house is so loud. The fridge is loud, the furnace intake is on right now. It's loud. So the best thing I use is just dental floss to cut this, because it makes a perfect straight cut, and then you can just pull it out like that. And you don't have to worry about the knife getting stuck or anything like that. And yeah, it makes straight cuts, obviously, because it's, pull it straight, it's straight. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut off the end to make it straight. There, and it falls off. I'm just gonna do that all the way around and try to make squares. Okay, now I use a spatula to scoop them, and my hands, which I've washed obviously, to place them. This is the tricky part. It's always difficult to do this part. And there you go. See? Not too shabby, huh? And then you place them in where you want them. Helps to pull the plastic wrap tight too. Maybe foil wrap would work for this too. I haven't tried that yet. Okay. There. Okay, it's finally quiet. I've put the ramps on. And now just to do the icing. And then the Rice Krispie squares at the end. So the ramps look like this. These little triangles are the pieces I cut out of the banana. And that's the pieces I just cut off. For icing the cake, I bought this at Walmart for like $15, and it comes with all the different tips and stuff. I'm gonna be using my grass tip. Makes grass pretty well. And it came with food colorings that are like a paste. Pretty cool. It came with 4, but I have the regular stuff that you can just get in the baking aisle at Walmart. And let's get started. Okay, for the icing, I've decided to do orange. So, get all this into your bowl. What's mixing in here is not really gonna work. Okay, so the colors on the back of the food coloring box said we need 2 drops of red and 18 yellow. And of course my furnace comes back on now, so it's gonna get loud again. Sorry. Still using a furnace at the last day of April, which kind of stinks, but what are you gonna do? So that was 2 red. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. So you can see what it looks like. It's just kind of actually is orange already. And mix it like a mad scientist. And you can always tweak the colors to your preference. You don't have to do what the thing says. Because where's the fun in that? So, as you can see, it's really light. I'd like it darker. So, I will make it darker. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's try 10. So you just tweak it how you want it. It doesn't matter what the box says to do. It's just a guideline. Plus it probably was for a smaller batch of icing. So. Okay, so I've got the color I like, and now I'm going to start doing the truck. Okay, so I ended up extending the ramps just because it kind of made no sense to have a ramp in the middle of the road. So it's assumed that those go underneath. It's a kid's cake, so it's not like a big deal. And I had to mix more icing, so this is slightly more orange, so I just did the whole ramps a different color. That way it looks consistent. So now I'm going to start mixing the green for the grass. So you just put as much green in the white icing as you want until you get the color you want. And then I will come back and I will ice the cake. Okay, hey guys, through the magic of editing, it's now a few hours later, and the cake has been cooling. That 1 packet of icing, the chocolate that I wanted to use, is now warm enough to use. Just getting this ready to lift out and cut. And then we'll be all set. Again, I'm sure you didn't want to watch me pry it out of the container, so it's out, and now time to cut it. into squares to be placed on and around the cake. Make sure you have a long enough knife. And kids, make sure you have a parent, because this is not easy. Okay, and then I'll cut across a couple at a time because it's not long enough to do the whole thing. So, okay. Okay, so the cake is cooled. I put the icing in the fridge that I was using for the grass because my hands were way too hot and it was like liquefied. So now I'm just going to put chocolate icing around the edges. Okay, still noisy in my kitchen. Stupid fridge is really loud, but here's a video of the cake close up. All the way around I have done the hay bales out of crispy squares, and the track out of cake, and the water out of Jell-O. And this is what the whole thing looks like. I've had to step back a few steps because it's so big. It looks pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it. I hope Austin and all the party guests will be happy with it. Don't mind the shaky camera. I have had nothing but coffee for the last few hours. But there it is, all done. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Enjoy! Okay, so this is Austin, the birthday boy, and Allie, the big sister, Ellie Cat, and the card she just wrote. There's his birthday boy written. And this is his reaction to his cake, seeing it for the first time, because he hasn't seen it finished yet. Don't touch. Let's see your face. I made that for you, buddy. You like it?
Mommy,
don't touch, don't touch.
That.
Neat, eh?
Yeah, that car with the night in it, it's mine.
I know, cool, huh?